I loved y'all in this film. I don't think I've ever seen either one of you do something of this nature. So for both of you, and I'll start with Stanley first, why this type of film and why right now?
I love the script. I thought it was beautiful, absolutely beautifully written, a beautiful study of love and loss. And I'm a big believer in independent film. I've made a lot of them as a writer director, but as an actor, and to me, it was just gorgeous.
It came via Stanley. He sent it to me, and the prospect of doing something with a dear friend whose talent I admire, to this extent, felt irresistible. I think it's not about just one thing. It's not about one particular disease. It's not, even about one particular couple. I think there's so much in this which resonates for many people. Anybody who's lost somebody or fears losing somebody, which is probably everybody. When I read it, I felt this was an incredibly honest, restrained attempt to explore that. And to be specific, dementia kills a vast number of people, and this isn't the first movie that deals with the theme by any means, not even the only one this year. But given the scale of the problem, I don't think the number of films that treat this issue is proportionate. I think we could have a million stories like this because it's happening on such an enormous scale. I mean, in the UK, it's approaching about 1 million people a year. It's still the biggest killer of any disease, and so I honestly think that you can't tell the story enough.
I agree. It was a beautiful story. It was so lovely and so wonderful and emotional, and it touched my heart. And so did your performances. It really touched my heart. There's a line in the film, a couple of them actually, but the one that strikes me the most is the one where Stanley's character says, "I want to be remembered for who I was and not who I'm about to become." How do you think that is applicable to you all right now in your lives and in your career?
Courageous. But this idea that what you have in front of you is not how you want your people to remember you is devastating. And I think we will reach that point because we will all go through ill health at some point, and we will all die at some point. So there does come a point when, you're on that cusp of what's in front of you, what's behind you.
This is an intangible disease, and that is really, really, really scary. Aging in itself is scary, but having it exacerbated way too soon by this disease is frightening. And even doing the research was incredibly, it was heartbreaking and anxiety causing, because one fears death, one fears illness. And this illness is for me, is something that, yes, I would be very much afraid of.
Well, you know what I'm not afraid of? I'm not afraid of the joy and the humanity and the heart that both of you always give me in every performance that you do. I'm a huge fan of both of you. It's been my pleasure to speak with you today, and thank you so much, and good luck with the film.
Well, you're so nice. Thank you.
Fantastic thing to say.
You want to cry there, didn't you? Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.